Welcome back ChessBox Worldwide. Tonight we shall be analyzing a game which was played during the 2025 Cracking Series International Chess Challenge Open Section Round 6 between Fidemaster Banele Mhango from South Africa and Timothy Kabwe from Zambia, which took place in Gaborone, Botho University in Botswana. Fidemaster Banele Mhango is a Fidemaster and chess coach from South Africa. He was awarded the FIDE Master title in 2020, having previously earned the Candidate Master in 2018. Has represented South Africa in various international competitions, including the African Youth Chess Championship, where he won the bronze medal, and he also named the Sportsman of the Year for his achievements in chess. Timothy Kabwe is a chess player from Zambia. His highest recorded Elo rating is 2279, achieved in June 2019. Kabwe has participated in various tournaments, including 44th Chess Olympiad in 2022. He won the 2018 HCA Afri Steel Open Chess Tournament in Harare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the center of African chess. And in the white pieces, Fidemaster Mhango Banele opened the game with d4, and Kabwe Timothy, aka Komodo from Zambia, played c6. This one can transpose into any line. If white goes on to play e4, we enter into the Karakan territories. If white also goes on to play c4, we enter into the Slav defense territories. He played c4 and we see g6, planning to fianchetto and put the bishop on g7. In this position, knight c3 can be unspotted, or even knight coming into f3 can be unspotted. But Fidemaster Banele from South Africa, aggressively, he went on and played h5. Fantastic move. Timothy was supposed to go on and play knight f6 to stop the h5 aggression, but he played bishop g7. And Banele got an opportunity to go on and proceed with the attack. He played h5. In this position, pawn d6 or d5 should have been unspotted, still keeping the bishop and the knight, putting an eye on the h6 square. But he went on and played knight f6. We see h6 sitting on the bishop, and now bishop is forced to retreat back to its original square. Bishop goes on to f8, plays knight c3, d5, c takes d5, c takes d5. Now you see that Banele has opened up the c file and is ready for action. He went on to play bishop f4. e6 should have been considered. Timothy went on and played bishop f5, and in this position Banele went on and seized the opportunity to play queen b3, attacking the pawn which is on b7. At the same time also you see that the knight and the queen are also attacking the pawn which is on d5. I would like to address for you a principle Banele was following in this game. In 1972, during the World Chess Championship in Reykjavik, Iceland, between GM Bobby Fischer and GM Boris Spassky, after his famous victory, Bobby said, in order to crush Russians, you need to attack on all sides of the board and maintain the tension. The same principle Fidemaster Banele is employing on this game. If you look at this position, the pawn is sitting on h6, the queen is putting an eye on b7, the queen is putting an eye on d5, the bishop everywhere there is fireworks. Timothy went on and played b6. But however, queen b6 should have been considered. For example, after queen b6, then we could see queen takes b6, a takes b6, e3, opening up for the bishop and also defending the pawn on d4, knight c6, f3, stopping any intrusions, knight h5, bishop h2, g4 can be a threat. This is a playable position. But however, after queen b3, Timothy played b6. Fidemaster Banele played knight b5, knight and the bishop. Timothy went on and played knight c6. But for example, in case of knight a6, queen f4 is attacking the knight on s6. At the same time, discovered attack on the king, because now the queen and the knight will be having a discovered attack. Knight c7 is going to be very deadly in the next move. That's why in this position, after knight b5, Timothy tried knight c6 and Banele played knight c7 check, and after king d7, knight takes a8. e5 should have been considered. Timothy played queen takes a8, knight f3 should have been considered, but however Banele played e3, king e8 or e5 should have been considered, but Timothy went on and played king d8, knight f3, bishop comes on to d7, bishop b5, trying to develop the last piece. Knight comes into a5, fitting on the queen, and also the bishop is attacking bishop on b5, queen f4, defending the bishop, queen b7, we see knight e5, bishop comes to e6. Banele went on and played rook c. b4 was winning on the spot. For example, after b4, attacking on the knight, knight c4, knight c6 check. The king has, this square is being watched by the bishop, and the knight is checking the king. So either king can come to c8 or king goes to e8. For example, in case of king c8, then bishop s6 pins down the queen, and on spot, Banele would be winning the game. Let's go back. After knight c6, in case of king coming into d7, then the simple knight and opening up a discovery check, knight a5 wins the queen on the spot. Let's go back. After bishop e6, Banele played rook c1, Timothy played a6, hitting on the bishop, and we see bishop c6. After knight takes c6, in this position, Banele went on and played knight takes c6, checking the king. But however, rook takes c6 should have been played. In case of pawn coming into b5, then the queen can take the pawn on s6. In case of bishop d7, knight can take the bishop. In case of knight d7, Banele could win the game on spot by playing rook takes e6. After f takes e6, knight check, forking the king and the rook. Let's go back. After knight takes c6, Banele played knight takes c6, checking the king, and we see king goes to e8. Banele played knight b8, which was a decisive blow. And after b5, queen takes s6. In this position, white is totally winning, and in this position, Timothy Kabwe resigned the game. For example, in case of queen takes s6, then we could see knight takes s6, threatening any checks and then winning the pawn, which is on b5. And look at the queen side, you'll be having two passed pawns which will be ready to go on queen. Look at the king side, all the pieces are cramped from their initial squares. So it means Timothy was playing two pieces down, and we look at all the pieces of white are fully into action. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and I wish you the best of luck in your games.